In the world of forensic accounting, the most damaging finding isn't just the error, it's the material concealment of the records. Today, March 23, 2026, the walls are officially closing in on the Fulton County document cache. Judicial Watch has moved to force Fani Willis to release 212 pages of communications with Special Counsel Jack Smith and the January 6 committee, files that Willis previously swore, under penalty of law, did not exist. As a CPA, I track reporting integrity, and when a controller is caught hiding 212 pages after a blanket denial, the audit opinion shifts from unqualified to adverse. We are looking at a default judgment against the district attorney for failing to provide the very transparency her office is built upon. The dismissal of the Georgia election case has removed the privilege shield Willis was using to sequester these documents. Judicial Watch argues that her claims of privilege are now without merit because the underlying litigation has ceased. From a forensic perspective, this is a forensic recovery of the coordination between local and federal authorities. Willis's office has already been penalized $21,578 in attorney's fees for her initial false denial. In any professional audit, once a material misstatement is proven, the rest of the management's claims are subject to heightened skepticism. The 212 pages are the receipts of a multi-agency strategy that was never intended to be on the public books. I'm Camilo Motato, reporting for THU News. My focus is on the chain of custody of the truth. In a standard audit, when a department head is caught in a logic loop, denying records exist while the court finds them, it signals a total breakdown of internal controls. Today, we are auditing the Fani Willis ledger. We are seeing the fallout of a quote-unquote lawfare operation that attempted to hide its federal tracks, only to be hit with a quote-unquote default judgment that is now liquidating her ability to keep these documents secret. One of the most unusual audit observations in this case is the physical presence of the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, at an FBI raid in Fulton County. During her testimony this week, Gabbard revealed she was there at the specific request of the president to observe the FBI's activities. From an accounting perspective, I track management authority. The ODNI has statutory responsibility for election security and counterintelligence. When the DNI personally attends a local search warrant execution, it signals that the investigation assets being seized, in this case ballots and 2020 election data, have reached a high-level criticality. This is no longer just a local matter. It is a federal audit of the vulnerabilities in the national election system. During the hearing, Senator Mark Warner and other lawmakers expressed skepticism, noting that the FBI warrant allegedly showed no foreign interference nexus. However, Gabbard pushed back, stating that her office remains focused on potential foreign threats as they look toward the 2026 midterms. Forensic note: there is significant chatter on social platforms regarding potential connections to foreign leaders, including the alleged influence of the Maduro administration in Venezuela. While there is currently no public evidence confirmed in the ledger, the fact that these threads are being discussed at the DNI level suggests a search for hidden liabilities in the 2020 data. Fulton County has become the central clearinghouse for 3 separate investigations. The Judicial Watch audit, forcing the release of Fani Willis's secret communications with Jack Smith. The FBI and ODNI raid, seizing physical ballots and 2020 evidence in Union City. The Arctic Frost probe, a federal investigation into potential public corruption. In professional auditing, when multiple independent auditors are all looking at the same account, it is a statistical certainty that the material facts will eventually be reconciled. The slow boil is reaching a temperature where the public disclosures can no longer be avoided. The final audit of March 23, 2026, shows that the walls of secrecy around Fulton County are suffering from a systemic breach. Between Fani Willis's $21,000 legal penalty and the DNI's personal oversight of local raids, the independent ledger of the 2020 election is being reconstructed. My verdict is that we are witnessing the final reconciliation of the 2020 books. You cannot hide 212 pages of communications while the Director of National Intelligence is on the scene observing the evidence. Whether it's foreign influence or domestic coordination, the audit trail is leading back to a single point of truth. The lawfare ledger is finally being forced into a public audit. But I want to hear from you. Is the DNI's presence at a local raid a necessary security audit or an overreach of authority? Do you think the 212 pages from Fani Willis will be the smoking gun that connects the dots? Let me know in the comments. Your perspective is the only audit that matters when the national security of our elections is on the line. I'm Camilo Motato, certified public accountant for Camilo's House. Subscribe to stay informed on the financial and legal truth behind the headlines. Stay safe.